Welcome to Mishna study. Yoma Perek Dal Mishna Vav. Over here in this Mishnah, I'm going to continue discussing everyday verse today, but over here we're going to focus on the bonfires, right? The fires, the logs of wood that were set up on top of the Mizbeah, and we'll see there'll be a three-way mahloket of how many there normally were every day, right? We'll see there were either 4, 3, or 2, right, every day, and everyone agrees that on Yom Kippur we have an extra one. So I just put it together over here. This is Rabbi Yosef's opinion. Halachas like Rabbi Yosef, where you see there are 3 areas of logs of wood, 3 bonfires, fires that were going up on top of that were lit on top of the Mizbeah every single day, and everyone agrees that there would be an additional one, as according to Rabbi Yosef, there would be a 4th one, and that would be for the kavod, right? The hidur, right? The glory, the glorification of Yom Kippur, the hidur ba'esh, right? To go ahead and glorify it with another flame, another fire on top of the mizbeach for the Yom Kippur. Everyone agrees that's what it's there for. According to Rambam, it's really for the glory. According to others, according to Rashi, and others, it was for the coals for the ketoret inside the betam, inside the kodesh kodashim. But Rambam says simply it was for glory. Now over here, what is the Mishnah? B'chol yom hayu sham arba ma'arachot v'ayom chamesh. Every day there were 4 fires, and today there were 5. Rabbi Meir, right? That's according to Rabbi Meir, right? So Rabbi Meir has the most. We'll get to exactly what he had. Rabbi Yosef omer b'chol yom shalosh v'ayom arba. Every day 3, today 4. Rabbi Yehuda omer b'chol yom shtayim v'ayom shalosh. Rabbi Yehuda says every day there's only 2, and today there was 3. Right? So everyone agrees that there were 2, right? At least 2, right? Rabbi Yehuda says at least 2. What are those 2? What are the 2 most basic ones? The first one is the Ma'alacha Gedolah, right? The main one, and that was what we sacrificed the Korban Tamid. And the second one was for the ketoret, right? You take the flame from the ketoret, so the coals and everything in the fire. You take the fire from the ketoret, and the flame and the coals from this second, the second area, the second fire. Rabbi Yosef has an additional one, right? He says b'cholim shalosh. So what does he have? What's his additional one? The third one was for kiyum ha'esh, right? Which means that we need to have a fire. The fire is never supposed to go out on top of the mizbeach. And they had this other, bonfire that just kept on, stayed lit, and that was the third one, right? Rabbi Meir has a 4th, and what's the 4th one that Rabbi Meir has? He has another one for the burning of the limbs from the korbanot that weren't burnt, right? They were left over from let's say the afternoon, korban. So they would go ahead and put this in this 4th, fire, right? That's according to Rabbi Meir, right? So everyone, just where they get this from, what do they rely on for the pesukim? So everyone agrees about the 2 ma'arachot, right? The first pasuk, it says al mokedah al mizbeach kol halayla, right? So it needs to be on the mokedah, right? On the fire, on the flame, on the mizbeach the entire night. That's the ma'aracha gedolah. That's the first one. Ve'esh mizbeach tukad bo. That's another flame. That's another fire, and that's the one for the ketoret. Then it says ve'esh mizbeach tukad bo again. So the Rabbi Yosef says, okay, that's a 3rd bonfire up on the mizbeach, right? Rabbi Yehuda would simply say, no, that's the same one that we spoke about before. And Rabbi Meir has a 4th one, like you mentioned, for the burning of the extra, the limbs that weren't, fully burnt and consumed from the evening. That's what he used the additional one for. And halacha, like we mentioned, is like Rabbi Yosef, that every day there are 3, right? 3 setups, 3 fires on the mizbeach, and the 4th one additionally for Yom Kippur.